In the annals of UFO research, few events have sparked as much intrigue and speculation as the revelations made by military personnel about unidentified flying objects. For decades, accounts of encounters with mysterious aerial phenomena have emerged from the shadows of secrecy, often dismissed or disregarded by mainstream discourse. However, a notable shift has occurred in recent years as courageous individuals from within the military have stepped forward to share their experiences and insights, prompting a reassessment of humanity's relationship with the cosmos. Retired Army Sergeant Clifford Stone stands as a prominent figure in the realm of UFO investigation. With a distinguished service record as a combat veteran in the Vietnam War spanning over 2 decades, from 1968 to 1990, Stone was a vital member of a clandestine special operations unit assigned to retrieve debris from crashed UFOs, extraterrestrial technology remains, and other unearthly artifacts. Furthermore, Stone revealed startling claims that extraterrestrial beings have been visiting Earth in highly sophisticated spacecraft, capable of traversing vast distances in space within incredibly short timeframes, far exceeding the limits of our current understanding of technology and interstellar travel. During his initial deployment, he was stationed with the NBC team, responsible for handling nuclear, biological and chemical matters at the Fort McClellan Army Post in Alabama. Throughout his regular duties, he remained dedicated until a significant shift occurred when he was summoned for special retrieval operations. Strikingly, he was absent for a week from his usual tasks, as the military called upon him for UFO retrieval missions. Intriguingly, his official military service records were tampered with, intentionally omitting any mention of his involvement in UFO recovery missions, and instead portraying him as a mere typist, concealing his crucial role in these confidential operations. Stone effectively substantiated his arguments by revealing the presence of confidential initiatives like Moondust and Blue Fly. These projects were specifically designed to conceal the remnants of unidentified flying objects through the utilization of Freedom of Information Acts, thereby concealing any evidence related to such phenomena. In a detailed analysis of an Air Force intelligence correspondence referred to as the Betts Memo dating back to 1961, Sergeant Stone successfully unveiled crucial information to the broader audience. It disclosed that Project Moondust encompassed the capacity to swiftly deploy competent field intelligence personnel for the retrieval or on-site investigation of unidentified flying objects. This revelation sheds light on the military's proactive approach towards dealing with UFO incidents and the strategic deployment of skilled personnel for efficient response to such occurrences. The insights provided by Stone's examination of the Betts Memo underscore the seriousness with which the military was addressing the phenomenon of unidentified aerial phenomena. Stone gathered authentic UFO-related documents from his time in the military through the Freedom of Information Act. These catalogues serve as concrete evidence of his involvement in UFO crash retrievals, further corroborating his claims of being part of such operations during his military tenure. Stone's meticulous research and acquisition of these classified materials not only validate his experiences, but also underscore the credibility of his accounts. By delving into the archives and unearthing these valuable records, Stone has substantially fortified the foundation of his narrative, offering compelling insights into the covert world of UFOs. Stone mentioned in past interviews that during his time in the military, he was under surveillance by an unidentified individual referred to as Colonel, whose official rank remained undisclosed to him. This colonel accompanied Stone to sites of crashed UFOs and conducted debriefing sessions with him. Stone recalled being granted access by the colonel to peruse a detailed manual, 3 inches thick, that contained comprehensive data on 57 different varieties of extraterrestrial biological entities that were within the knowledge of the military. This encounter revealed intriguing insights into the secrecy surrounding UFO phenomena and the extent of the government's awareness of extraterrestrial life forms. The individual mentioned that numerous species bore resemblances to humans, albeit with slightly larger eyes characterized by black irises. His account elaborated that extraterrestrial beings exclusively communicated through telepathy, possessing the ability to delve into and understand thoughts and emotions. In 1973, there was an incident involving Stone, where he played a part in recovering a downed, unidentified flying object. Following his retirement in 1989, he discreetly concealed a tiny metallic fragment from the UFO within his shoe and proceeded to bury it in the vicinity of his estate located in the states of New Mexico and Nevada. In his account, he said the following: "Morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Clifford Stone. I was a Sergeant First Class United States Army. I had a secret clearance with nuclear surety. I could get the clearance that I needed to do whatever it was necessary for me to do at the time on special operations when I was called in on those. What I'm referring to here is that I was involved in situations where we actually did recoveries of crashed saucers. There were bodies involved with some of these crashes, and also some were alive. While we were doing all this, we were telling the American public there was nothing to it. We were telling the world there was nothing to it. I'd like to go into detail on some of the nuts and bolts cases right here. But I will be available if you have any questions concerning my involvement in this. You can talk to Dr. Greer to arrange for me to get to talk to you. But the whole situation is, we have setbacks. We've told the American people that there's no such thing as UFOs. I've been involved where we have recovered these objects. We know them to be of extraterrestrials. In 1969, I had an event that happened to me while I was stationed at Fort Lee, Virginia. We went to Indiantown Gap, Pennsylvania, and that would be my first exposure to any time that we would be recovering an unidentified flying object. When we went there, we already had people that were in the facility with a backup team, which was supposed to be NBC because there were supposed to be some nuclear materials that were on board this craft. Later on, most people involved were told that there was nothing on board. UFO crashes are not events that take place every day. They're rare. I know we're not alone in the universe. I know that the absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. It's evidence that has been denied to the American people. I stand before you today and my Almighty God, and I tell you this: if the Congress calls me in and says, "Will you testify in detail what you know?" I stand here today prepared and ready to do just that. Governments must never lie to the people for no reason. Thank you. Caves have long been shrouded in mystery, their dark depths holding secrets that defy explanation and captivate the human imagination. From ancient legends of monstrous creatures lurking in the shadows to modern-day tales of unexplained phenomena, caves are repositories of mysteries and wonder. A lone hiker took to social media to reveal a perplexing photograph captured during a trekking expedition. The individual did not disclose a precise location for the sighting, but mentioned that it occurred in a northern region of Virginia. The absence of a detailed location description leaves the actual spot open to interpretation. The man claimed that he was no stranger to the outdoors and enjoyed hiking in his spare time. Venturing into an opening, he decided to start exploring. As he pressed on, the man claimed that he noticed something strange in the distance, describing it as a faint, pulsating glow emanating from the path ahead of him. Upon initial observation, the man perceived the figure in the distance as a hiker, but upon nearing the individual, he discerned that the person remained unusually motionless. With each approaching step, he suspected that the individual was directing a beam of light towards him. However, upon inspecting the figure through the lens of his phone's camera, he realized that the person's head emitted a luminous glow. This intriguing encounter left the man both perplexed and curious about the mysterious phenomenon before him. His gradual realization of the peculiarities exhibited by the individual sparked a sense of wonder and intrigue within him as he grappled with the mystery unfolding before his eyes. The hiker vividly described the intense brightness of the light, indicating that its radiance was so intense that it caused discomfort to his eyes, prompting him to view it solely through his phone from that moment onwards. He mentioned that the camera zoom on his iPhone was fully extended, resulting in a less than perfect image, yet he assured that one could unmistakably discern a human-like figure with a radiant head in the photograph. Furthermore, he shared that despite decades of experience in hiking, he had never encountered anything resembling this peculiar phenomenon. This extraordinary sighting left him astounded, raising questions about the mysterious nature of the encounter and sparking a curiosity that lingered within him. The individual characterized the illumination as extremely white, remarking that it differed significantly from the brightness typically emitted by a headlamp. This description suggests a stark contrast in the quality and hue of the light source, indicating a unique and unexpected visual experience. After documenting the occurrences, He mentioned that he efficiently captured several images before exiting the location promptly. His actions included swiftly snapping pictures and then proceeding to depart from the scene. The man said that he's not able to fully explain the strange humanoid he had encountered that day. Interestingly, many came forward with possible explanations. The concept of humanoid creatures dwelling beneath the Earth's surface has long been a subject of fascination and speculation among believers in the paranormal. While mainstream science may dismiss such claims as mere myth or fantasy, numerous alleged encounters and eyewitness testimonies persist, fueling the intrigue surrounding these elusive subterranean beings. In various cultures and traditions around the world, there are legends and folklore depicting humanoid entities inhabiting underground realms. These beings are often described as possessing human-like features, but with distinct characteristics that set them apart from ordinary humans. From the dwarves of Norse mythology to the mysterious inhabitants of underground cave systems, the idea of underground humanoid creatures has permeated human culture for centuries. One of the most famous accounts of underground humanoid beings comes from those who study mysterious encounters. Stories of creatures such as the mole people or tunnel dwellers have circulated in urban legends and sensationalist media for decades. These alleged beings are said to reside in vast networks of tunnels and caverns beneath major cities, emerging only under cover of darkness to scavenge for food or interact with the surface world. While skeptics dismiss such stories as fanciful tales with no basis in reality, there are those who claim to have had first-hand encounters with these underground inhabitants. Reports of strange noises emanating from beneath the ground, sightings of shadowy figures darting into hidden passages, and unexplained disappearances near tunnel entrances all contribute to the mystique surrounding these purported creatures. In addition to urban legends, there are indigenous beliefs and traditions that speak of underground beings with supernatural powers and mystical abilities. In Native American folklore, for example, there are stories of the ant people or star people, benevolent entities said to dwell in underground chambers and assist humanity in times of need. Some speculate that they may be a remnant of ancient civilizations that retreated underground to escape cataclysmic events or environmental changes. Others suggest that they may possess advanced technology or psychic abilities that allow them to conceal their presence from prying eyes. The concept of humans dwelling underground is not limited to works of fiction or speculation. There are instances throughout history where people have chosen to live beneath the Earth's surface for practical reasons. One notable example is the ancient city of Derinkuyu in Turkey, an elaborate underground complex carved out of soft volcanic rock around 3,000 years ago. Spanning several levels and capable of housing thousands of inhabitants, Derinkuyu served as a refuge during times of invasion or persecution, providing shelter, food storage, and protection from the elements. The origins of Derinkuyu are shrouded in mystery, with scholars and historians still debating its precise purpose and origins. While some theories suggest that Derinkuyu was originally built as a refuge during times of invasion or persecution, others propose that it served as a center for religious worship or as a complex system of underground storage and communication tunnels. Regardless of its original function, Derinkuyu stands as a remarkable feat of ancient engineering, with its intricate network of tunnels, chambers, and staircases, revealing the skill and craftsmanship of its builders. One of the most striking features of Derinkuyu is its sheer scale and complexity. Extending to a depth of over 60 meters, or 200 feet below the surface, the city comprises multiple levels, connected by a series of narrow passageways and staircases. These levels are organized around a central shaft that provided ventilation and access to water from underground springs. Each level contains a variety of rooms and chambers, including living quarters, storage rooms, kitchens, and communal spaces, all carved directly into the rock. The design of Derinkuyu reflects a sophisticated understanding of underground architecture and urban planning. The city was designed to be self-sufficient, with provisions for food storage, water supply, and waste disposal. Ventilation shafts and air ducts ensured a constant flow of fresh air throughout the city, while strategically placed wells provided access to groundwater. In times of danger, massive stone doors could be rolled into place to seal off the city from intruders, creating a secure refuge for its inhabitants. Despite its remarkable preservation, much about Derinkuyu remains unknown. Archaeological excavations have uncovered a wealth of artifacts, including pottery, tools, and religious objects, shedding light on the daily lives and cultural practices of its ancient inhabitants. However, many questions remain unanswered, including the identity of the city's builders, the reasons for its construction, and the circumstances surrounding its eventual abandonment. While it is widely believed that the city was constructed by the ancient Hittites or Phrygians, definitive evidence has yet to be uncovered. The lack of written records from this period makes it difficult to piece together the story of Derinkuyi's origins, leaving scholars to rely on archaeological evidence and comparative analysis to unravel its secrets. Another puzzle surrounding Derinkuyu is the reasons for its construction. While some theories suggest that it was built as a refuge during times of war or persecution, others propose that it served as a center for religious worship or as a complex system of underground storage and communication tunnels. The discovery of religious artifacts and symbols within the city supports the latter theory, suggesting that Derinkuyu may have held spiritual significance for its ancient inhabitants. Despite the mysteries that still surround it, Derinkuyu continues to fascinate and intrigue visitors from around the world. Its labyrinthine tunnels, hidden chambers, and ancient artifacts offer a glimpse into the distant past, inviting speculation and imagination about the lives of those who once inhabited its depths. As archaeologists continue to uncover new evidence and unravel its secrets, Derinkuyu remains a testament to the enduring legacy of human creativity and resilience in the face of adversity. Someone found this huge object above the eastern Pacific. It was captured using the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Tropical Pacific Weather Channel. The man who found it put the recording on a loop, and during this, a huge triangular object appears. Oddly enough, the man stated that the object is around half the size of Mexico. The triangular object was caught hovering above the ocean and was detected by satellite. The man who found it said that he's never seen anything like it, noting that he often checks this live camera feed, and nothing of this size has ever showed up before. The man went on to explain that the object was visible for over 7 hours, saying that it wasn't just a random cloud formation or glitch, and said that it stayed in the same location. These black triangle objects have been witnessed for several decades now, with researchers into the unknown saying that sightings can be traced back hundreds of years. These enigmatic triangular crafts have been spotted all over the world, leading to fervent speculation and debate among researchers and enthusiasts. Black triangle sightings began to gain prominence in the late 1980s and early 1990s. Witnesses described these crafts as large, dark, silent, and triangular in shape, often with bright lights at each corner. These sightings caught the attention of researchers, who were intrigued by the consistent descriptions from witnesses around the globe. Black triangles have been reported in various countries, including the United States, United Kingdom, Mexico, and Japan. Witnesses describe seeing these crafts hovering silently in the sky or moving at high speeds. The origins of these black triangles remain a subject of speculation and debate. Several hypotheses have been proposed to explain these sightings. Skeptics argue that black triangles are classified military aircraft undergoing testing or surveillance operations. The secretive nature of military programs could explain the lack of public acknowledgement. Interestingly, though, various eyewitnesses have reported seeing these black triangles hovering above the ocean. While many unidentified objects are witnessed in the skies above land, there is a growing body of evidence and speculation that suggests these objects may also have a significant interest in the oceans. One of the primary reasons these objects might be interested in the oceans is the abundance of water. Earth is the only planet known to have vast oceans of liquid water, a precious resource that could be of immense value to advanced civilizations. Water is essential for sustaining life as we know it, and it is possible that unidentified objects are searching for or monitoring Earth's oceans in their quest for habitable environments. The oceans represent some of the most unexplored and diverse ecosystems on Earth. These deep and largely unknown environments harbor an incredible variety of life forms, many of which are yet to be discovered by humans. It is conceivable that these objects, equipped with advanced sensing technologies, are interested in studying these unique ecosystems and their inhabitants to better understand the diversity of life in the universe. One intriguing theory put forth by some researchers is the possibility of submerged bases in Earth's oceans. If unidentified objects are of advanced origin, it is conceivable that they might have established bases underwater to remain hidden and undetected from human observation. These underwater bases could serve as research outposts or staging areas for their activities on Earth. Numerous sightings have been reported in close proximity to marine life, particularly with regard to encounters with whales and dolphins. Some witnesses have described these objects emerging from or submerging into the ocean, suggesting a connection between unidentified objects and marine life. This has led some researchers to speculate about potential communication or interaction between these objects and Earth's intelligent marine species. Another speculative theory is that unidentified objects may be interested in extracting resources from the oceans. Earth's oceans contain vast amounts of minerals and elements, some of which may be scarce or highly valuable in other parts of the universe. Advanced civilizations may view our oceans as a potential source of valuable resources, leading them to explore or exploit these underwater reserves. The oceans are also home to various forms of energy, including geothermal vents, which release hot, mineral-rich water from beneath the Earth's surface. Such energy sources could be of interest to advanced civilizations seeking sustainable and renewable energy solutions. These aircrafts might be monitoring or harnessing these energy reserves to power their craft or other technologies. The vastness and depth of the oceans offer a convenient environment for concealment and surveillance. These aircrafts could use the ocean as a hiding place or base of operations, especially given that human exploration and surveillance technologies are less developed underwater than in space or on land. The ocean's depths also provide an effective shield against human detection. As of right now, the Earth's oceans are a fascinating and mysterious aspect of the broader phenomenon. While there is no definitive evidence to confirm the reasons behind this apparent attraction, numerous scientific theories and speculative ideas offer plausible explanations. Whether these objects are drawn to Earth's oceans for resources, water, or the study of marine life, their presence and activities remain one of the greatest enigmas of our time. This isn't the first time that something like this has been detected, and former workers have come forward and detailed that these objects are occasionally witnessed. Back in 2008, a team of National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration scientists embarked on a routine research expedition aboard their state-of-the-art research vessel. Their mission was to study marine life and oceanic currents in the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. However, one of the workers said that this voyage would lead them to an encounter that would defy their understanding of the world. As the vessel sailed through the tranquil waters, the scientists immersed themselves in their work, meticulously collecting data and observing marine creatures. Dr. Walker, the lead marine biologist, had always been fascinated by the mysteries of the deep sea. As night fell, the team continued their observations under the shimmering moonlight. Suddenly, an unusual blip appeared on the ship's radar, catching the attention of Dr. Walker and the crew. They were puzzled by the mysterious signal, as there were no other vessels reported in the vicinity. With a sense of anticipation, the crew followed the radar signal, leading them to an area where the ocean currents seemed to converge. As they approached, an eerie silence enveloped the ship, broken only by the gentle lapping of the waves against the hull. Then, out of the darkness, a breathtaking sight unfolded before them. A massive, triangle-shaped object hovered above the water, emitting a soft, ethereal glow. The mysterious craft seemed to defy the laws of physics, maintaining a steady position in the air without any visible means of propulsion. Amidst the astonishment, Dr. Walker quickly grabbed her camera and began capturing images of the otherworldly spectacle. The crew members, equally mesmerized, exchanged bewildered glances as they tried to make sense of the inexplicable sighting. Captain Reynolds radioed to other National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration vessels that were in the area, reporting their sighting with an air of incredulity. The situation was unprecedented, and the crew knew that their encounter would be met with skepticism back home. As the night wore on, the enigmatic triangle object remained suspended above the ocean, seemingly unbothered by the presence of the workers. Dr. Walker and her team observed the object's peculiar light patterns, noting how it occasionally emitted bright flashes before dimming again. Suddenly, the object started to move, gliding noiselessly across the sky. The crew watched in awe as it soared effortlessly above the water, leaving behind a faint trail of shimmering light. The object then made a quick getaway and was not seen for the rest of the mission. Oddly enough, the cameras were taken from the crew, and they were told not to speak of their encounter. So, what do you make of this mysterious object? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.